was it was a hospital and a hotel and a restaurant, and everything happened inside. So they set up army cots so people could sleep longer. First, people were sleeping in the benches, as I mentioned to some of you, they set up tables to make food. A lot of times when it was good weather, they would be outside and they would set up tables to make food 24 hours a day. They were serving meals to people, and in the first month there was thousands of meals served to all the volunteers coming and going. So you have to remember that it wasn't just firemen and rescue workers. There was also construction workers who, you know, were either their project was shut down because it was down in Lower Manhattan, or were just available, and they would just come down here and volunteer their time to remove and break apart big pieces of debris and try to dig tunnels. And almost like a bucket brigade, they had to dig tunnels into the big sort of pile of rubble to create tunnels, and then pass the big pieces down from person to person to clear room and clear a tunnel down. Now, the George Washington's box. I always like to tell this sort of anecdote about George Washington's box. A retired podiatrist took over. Now, you might wonder why a foot doctor, out of all of the doctors, why would he get this great little piece of real estate? He just literally moved into the box, removed the antique furniture, just kind of took over the box as his office, right? So the reason is, waiting for the siren. Yeah, it's gonna be there for a while. I'm getting used to it. It's 5 years. You think I'd be used to it, right? So the reason is because the rubble here was actually 2 stories high. Now remember, we saw on the news when people were on top of the rubble, but we did not see them ever really ascend the pile on top, right? So it was 2 stories high of rubble. So just think about like up to where the roof is, maybe. Maybe not quite that high because it's such a tall church, right? But 2 stories high. The rubble smoldered for nearly 3 months. Right? So in other words, that's how long it took to put the fire out completely all the way to the bottom. Nearly 3 months. So as the firemen are on top of the rubble, their boots are melting, right? They had to change their boots 2 and 3 times a day for the first couple of weeks because their boots are coming off their feet and they're burning their feet underneath. They're not feeling the burn of their feet because their adrenaline is running, like, you know, the way if somebody plays sports and they sprain their ankle and they don't feel it until the game is over. Very similar thing. Adrenaline is running, you know, you don't feel it. So they're burning their feet and they don't know until it's too late, until the boot starts to come off. So this podiatrist becomes a very important part of the cleanup and the rescue, but also about taking care of feet and raising awareness about that, right? Okay, so from here, let's start heading around the property. We're gonna go, just come follow me, I'll show you.